Hello everyone, my name is Fawstah, Australian for beer and American for your parents so I didn't love you. Welcome to Pure Productions channel. We got a lot of information on the Nintendo Switch. We've compiled a lot. We've been poring over videos over Nintendo's website, and I want to give you everything you need to know about the Nintendo Switch. So here we go, we're going to jump right in. Right out the gate, the release date for the Nintendo Switch is March 3rd. Mark it on your calendar. March 3rd is when it releases. It is $300 US. I'm just going to go with US since all of our fan base is in the US, so fuck you, Canada. And
Canada sucks anyway.
I compiled a list of stuff here. Okay, so it will have full amiibo support. So for those of you, I have a couple crazy ass friends who collected a shit ton of amiibos.
Like there.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, I myself have like 6 amiibos, so this is actually kind of welcome. Full amiibo support through the Joy-Cons. Moving right on down to the hardware. The Joy-Cons are the little side controllers. What you have is the main console itself, which is all your processing and whatnot.
Like a square.
And then you have 2 on each side that can clip off, switch off, snap off, whatever. And so they can either be 2 controllers in each hand or
you can
one in each, like really tiny, like smaller than Wii controllers without the, extra dongle. But I mean, what this actually can do is it can do 2-player co-op anywhere. This is what I'm most excited for on the console. When it eventually gets co-op games, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But it's going to be couch co-op, not just couch co-op in your home, but couch co-op on the go. So if you're just hanging out with friends, you can play this. However, little stipulation, 2.5 hours to 6 hours of battery life, depending on what you're playing. If you're playing something like Skyrim, which will be down the line, it's probably going to be closer to the 2.5 mark, I'd wager. All right. All right. Now, you can get more probably replacement controllers, because we haven't been confirmed to have more than 2 players on a single console. However, there is local co-op, local online co-op that doesn't require Wi-Fi signal. There is over Wi-Fi co-op that is able, which is going to be on Nintendo's network, which at first will be free, so that's good, but then they're going to move on to it being a monthly paid service, which, I don't know.
Might be beneficial because, I mean, if you look at some or most of the consoles that did go to a pay-to-play, it got better because they could actually afford to make their systems better.
That's a very good point. I mean, it worked marvelously for PlayStation with their PlayStation Network, PlayStation Plus, but I don't know. A lot of people are kind of up in arms, probably because this is something that they haven't had to pay for before, but long term, it's probably better. Anyway, okay, now we're going to get into some of the price specs. For what you get for the whole thing is $300. To get 2 Joy-Con controllers, the little things that go on each side, you can get $80 for 2 or $50 for 1. And
which puts it at like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway,
it's crazy expensive.
Yeah,
considering that, with most of your old systems, it was 100-something for the console, and if you bought a controller, I mean, I can go to video store and buy one of those controllers for
60 max.
Yeah.
Now,
that's yeah.
Granted, you do get technically the functionality of 2, so I guess I don't know. Anyway, the docking station. If you want to get an extra docking station, for instance, if you like us have multiple TVs and you only want the one Nintendo Switch console, each docking station is $90. Yikes. So if you're the kind of person that if you could do 4-player co-op, we don't know about that, but if you can, then you would get, and this is just for the docking station, you would get, say for your second TV, 1 docking station and then 2 more controllers, so you could have up to 4 players on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
That's going to run you $300 for the console $80 for the extra Joy-Cons, $90 for the controllers, and if you wanted to go a bit farther, there's the charging grip for $30, and that's $500 versus buying 2 consoles would just be $600.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, moving on. All right.
Let's see.
Now we're going to go on to. Oh, there's also parental controls. I didn't show you this, but there's parental controls that you can actually get a phone app for. So parents, this is pretty cool. You can limit the playtime, and you can. It'll give you a notification like you have run out of playtime, or you can go a step farther, and if your child is very, you can actually completely put the console to sleep mode after a certain amount of playtime. So yeah, there's a lot of options.
Now, question, because I've only used there was an Xbox that I used, and that had where you can limit the playtime. Okay, but when you limited it, it was after it would shut off at 20 minutes, whether you played that 20 minutes or not.
Oh.
Now, would you be able to play 5, turn it off, and then come back and play the rest of the 15? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure you can, because, well, it had this system where initially it'll just give you a notification. The shutting off is an entirely different setting, and you can actually do it for each day of the week, and you can go really incremental with it, so probably you could. So that's, I mean, it would have to be, I don't know. It might be standby time, but you might be able to make it so there's certain amounts of standby time, like multiple times to play in a day. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go on to the release date games, which is it's pitiful.
It's horrible.
There are five release date games.
5, and one of them I think should come with it.
Yeah,
but
we both think that.
Apparently, it's gonna cost
$50.
Yeah.
This is an app called 1-2-Switch, and it looks interesting and fun. I don't think it's worth $50. I think it's worth like maybe $10. But it gives you the functionality of like you can sword fight your friend with the Joy-Cons. You can shoot each other like old Western style. I'm guessing there's going to be a timer system.
Probably. It looked like there was a wizarding thing on there. There was an eating a cheeseburger I saw.
I don't know how any of this works, not gonna lie, but
I'm sorry, but if I wanted to get into a cheeseburger eating contest, I'd just
eat a cheeseburger. Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry.
So the price for Nintendo's website was $50 for that. It was $60 for Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. But there were 2 games that are for their March 3rd lineup that just didn't have a price listed whatsoever, and that's Super Bomberman and Skylanders, the Skylanders game, Skylanders Imaginators, or something like that.
Yeah, something like
Imagineers.
Something. Anyway, but I really think that that's where they're going to kind of hit a brick wall, because I mean, without that game, the non-gamers are not gonna want to play it. I mean, they're gonna look at it as another gamers thing.
And gamers aren't gonna want to pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it would be a fantastic group game.
Yep.
Like, buy the system for when you have Christmas and
friends over, parties,
or get drunk with friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Get drunk and play Nintendo Switch. It's the only way it's tolerable.
And then,
yeah. There's in the trailer they show an old Western style shootout. Again, we don't know, but I'm guessing there's going to be a timer thing where it's like go, and then you pull it up and you push a button. It's interesting. Not worth $50. Definitely not.
No.
I'm probably gonna get it because I'm a sucker, and I'm gonna let's play that when it comes out. Okay, so. The releases for launch, again, this is all according directly to Nintendo's website that you can log on to and double check everything here. Has Been Heroes, Just Dance 2017, Snipper Clips, and I Am Setsuna. We haven't looked into those games much at all, but they're kind of meh.
The only one that looked good was, what was that one?
Snipper Clips?
Snipper Clips.
Yeah.
It's essentially where you get two pieces of paper that look like this, and you gotta match it up and make it look...
Interesting puzzle game. But yeah.
I mean, but I'm a nerd and like puzzle games.
Yeah, and so for the first couple months, it's gonna be sparingly bad.
Yeah.
And like the Wii U, everybody complained about the launch lineup for Wii U, and that had, what, 30 games within the first month?
Yeah. And this one has, what, 6?
I think 10. 10 for the first month. Yeah.
It's a third. A third.
Nintendo, we love you. We do. We need a stage and intervention at this point.
Yes,
Nintendo.
I've been following you since I was, as big as my hat.
Right.
It's like that
Tiny.
big.
Yeah.
I was tiny, and that was my first game system, and
I actually came out of the womb playing Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Tetris.
Gotcha. Yep.
Tetris.
Then
Tetris Attack.
There is a Tetris game coming down the line.
But it's like
way out.
to be determined, because all of their games on there is
to be determined.
to be determined.
There's a couple like Skyrim, Splatoon 2, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Odyssey that aren't to be determined. They're months out. Like not even same.
And then there's this one game. I'm not sure if I like it or I hate it. It's called ARMS.
Yes. I actually think it's kind of interesting. Okay, now what this is, you get the two Joy-Cons, and you actually fight each other.
Pretend to fight.
Yeah, and like as you swing, that'll launch the arms. But there's other stuff you can do. Like you can move your characters using the joystick. You can jump, and you can actually like. I don't remember how, but there's a button that you do that will actually curve it to the right or to the left. And so I think it's really cool, and I think it's going to be awesome.
But let's face it. If I wanted to beat you up,
you would just
just do it.
Just do it.
I just do it.
It's free. It's just hospital. All right, so that was everything you need to know on the Nintendo Switch. Like if you like, share with friends, subscribe if you want to see more videos about the latest launches of stuff. Are you guys gonna get the Nintendo Switch? I'm gonna get the Nintendo Switch because I'm not.
I'm poor.
I'm a sucker. That's all it is. I'm a sucker. Okay. Have a great night and wonderful life.